Okay, so this is going to be a retake. I'm going to try to do this without crying. Oof, 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 oof. I'm so tired of this thing that's going on. I'm so tired of this twin flame crap. I'm so tired of it. It's like it's surreal, and like I have these thoughts that it's either the best thing that ever happened in my life or the worst thing that ever happened in my life. It's somewhere in between those two extremes. Sometimes it feels like it's the best thing, like I'm on this spiritual path and I'm spiritual awakening, and I am rising, and I can feel that I'm being born, like I'm overcoming all my weaknesses and rising. And then sometimes I'm just in this energy, like these last couple of days, I'm just in constant pain. It's like I'm walking around with a hole in my heart, and it's like there's nowhere to go. There's a nowhere to, no, there's no way to escape it. It's, I don't want to be where I'm at. It's like I can't sit, but then there's nowhere to go. There's nothing. There's nobody that can console me. There's no place that I can go that can. It's like there's so many different storylines going on. There's the physical storyline, in the 3D storyline. The storyline is right that we're friends, but it's like friends that we don't meet up, like we don't make dates to meet. I just realized that we saw each other 4 times this week, 4 different times this week. But then on one day, he was right here next to my house all day, and he didn't call me to tell me, hey, I'm here, do you want to come? And it just tells me that for him it's a give or take. Like it doesn't it's a give or take. And I think it's more like give. And everything in the 3D is pointing to just let go. I almost feel like I'm making a fool out of myself, and I've never been like this. I've never been like this. And the energy is just like, it draws me, it pulls me. I said I wasn't going to cry in this. And then there's this other storyline going on that is like this energetic, mystical, spiritual storyline. But anytime that I've ever tried to talk to him about it, like, and I don't even try to talk straight out because there's like a barrier there. But if ever I tell him like I feel like we're connected on a different level, then he says things that are kind of like, like a lot of people feel like they're connected to me, he'll tell me, or a lot of people feel that way towards me that I don't feel anything towards them. But I also get that. I also get that there are a lot of people that feel connected to me that I don't feel connected to. So I know exactly what he's talking about when he says that. But this feels like a different kind of connection. But he categorizes it like that. And so, what is there for me to do other than let go? And what does letting go even look like? I don't even remember like what my life looked like before this. I'm trying to connect to, okay, what did I enjoy doing before this? Where did I find, how was I, I used to sit at home in the evenings. I could sit, a couple of days and not even leave the house, and I mean, doing stuff, not just sitting and being depressed. I mean, doing stuff and interesting things, and, doing art projects, and I just enjoyed being at home. Anymore it just feels like I can't even sit at home. I've been running all day. I can't seem to stop running. I'm tired. I'm tired. I'm tired of this. I just feel like I'm tired. How do I take all of that energy and put it back into myself? How do I do that? How do I do that? I feel like my insides are shaking, like everything in me is shaking. I used to love my life. This morning I had all sorts of, really inspiring thoughts. I just kind of been like closed in this kind of this this ball of pain almost. And when I try to rationally think about it, like, okay, what is the connection? I try to rationally think about it. What is the draw? Why am I drawn so much to him? Like I can say why, but it doesn't feel like it feels like I should be able to just say, "Oh, okay, he doesn't want," and let go. I'm so tired of this. Tired of this. I feel like there's so much more to me than this, and this is just taking up my whole freaking life. It's just constant. It's constant. I go to sleep thinking about him. I woke up in the middle of the night with a nightmare that I was thinking about him. And in the nightmare, it was like I was chasing. Why do I need to chase another person? In the nightmare, I was like, we went somewhere together, and we were supposed to go. Like, he was telling a whole bunch of people about some place that we were at, but I didn't have the right clothes on, so I had to go and try to find clothes. By the time I tried to find clothes and I got the right clothes, I came back and they were already gone, and then I had to chase to find where they were. But I found all the ladies, but I didn't find where he was, and it was like this weird, and then the dogs took off, so I had to go chase around looking for the dogs, and it was like this weird dream that I could never get to where I needed to be. I was constantly, something was happening that was causing me not to be able to get to where I needed to be. And I feel like on this spiritual awakening and twin flame crap, I know that the whole journey is back to myself. Bring all that energy back into myself. I know, well, yada, 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 whatever. I know it. But what am I to do when I can't find that? I just can't. This morning I did this special meditation, came into my center. I get up out of meditation. My whole world is shaking. I know, it's just taking the attention and bringing it back to me, sitting in the pain. But it feels like I have a hole through my chest all the way out my back. Physically, I feel it. It's like this just constant. It's constant, and it's just like it never lets up. It never lets up. Even when I think that it lets up and I have these like bright moments, it's still there. It's still there in the back of my mind. It's still there. It's like it won't leave. And I have like this thought, well, when I'm able to overcome this, I'm going to be so strong. I'm going to be, and even what my twin, I can't even call him that after he told me that I'm not the only one that feels that way. I like, and I know that it's true. Um, so like once I'm able to overcome this whole thing, I'm going to be so much stronger for it. I'm going to be, and even he told me it's all about coming into your pure essence, like your purest vibration, your pure essence, like your vibration. And I I know that when I am in my aligned with myself, in my pure energy, it's I love my energy. I'm fun. I'm fun to be around. I'm easygoing. I'm easy. I'm light. I'm I'm down to earth. I know how to connect, and and so I think to myself, okay, so this is the best thing that ever happened to you. You have an opportunity here to lift yourself up. You have an opportunity to become your highest self, your highest timeline. You have the opportunity to do like the fast track to it, through this twin flame journey, because the amount of work that I've done in the last 2 years is more than I've done. Before that, I've been on this spiritual path, and for 10 years, and but these last 2 years since I've been on this journey have been like expedited. And so if it continues and I get to like my highest timeline, I can pass through into the new dimension, then I know that it's all going to be worth it. Because I know in hindsight, like when I look back and I look at the 2 years, I'm like, oh yeah, I'm happy that I've gone through that, because look how far I've come. But when I'm going through the pain, and you see, now this is alchemizing, right? Now I'm making sense of it all. When I'm going through the pain, it feels like, am I even ever going to be able to do this? Am I going to be able to do this? Like, what if I get stuck in this? What if this is what the rest of my life is? Just this going back and forth in this pain. What if I get stuck here? There's all sorts of Roman glass here I've been picking up, because I'm going to make those organites, and it's really pretty. I have a pocket full of Roman glass. Oh, this one even has like little marks on it. That's really pretty. I'll show you. I don't know if you'll be able to see it. Where's the camera? It has like little lines in it. I have a whole pocket full of Roman glass that I've been picking up since I'm walking along the... So I have all sorts of little things I've been picking up. But I'm gonna use them for the organites that I'm making. It's Roman glass from, I found near the ancient sites some Roman glass, and I think it has energy in it. It's ancient. Ancient glass. It's in colors, and it's also really pretty. So when I make the organites, they will be in the site that I'm making too. So if you want, so here's another little piece that's like this like blue color. That's really pretty too. That's unique. Oh, there's another piece. Ooh, look at this one. This one's nice. See, this is what I do when I'm outside looking for roaming glass. And then I think to myself, that's why I was thinking this is like the biggest blessing and the biggest curse. It's like this whole freaking journey is just a whole bunch of paradoxes. Everything is just like, there's the 3D story, and then there's the energetic story, the story that's happening on the 5D, which is kind of like the when there's something that you really want to see but you don't want to look. That's what I feel like it is from his side. Like I have this one story that tells me that we meet up all the time because he also, it can't be that we just meet up all the time when we don't set up any meetings, and we meet up 4 times a week, like, and almost every week for the last 3 months, ever since that big blow up that we had. And that seems to me like, okay, so it's me chasing a little bit, yeah, but also like he could avoid me. And I kind of feel like part of him also wants to see me, but part of him doesn't. It's kind of like that thing where you kind of want to look, but you don't want to look, kind of thing. I have all sorts of storylines going on. And then I think to myself, well, what if you're making this whole thing up? It's all just a big figment of your imagination. More Roman glass. What I do know is that I am tired. I feel like in these last couple of years, I feel like I've, I've aged so much. I once saw this, like, somebody posted in this Facebook group or something about twin flames. It was like this Barbie doll that was before, and the one picture said before the twin flame journey, it was like this Barbie, and then after the twin flame journey, there was like this Barbie with burnt hair, and she was all like, and that's what it feels like. It feels like you get totally like busted up, burnt out, cried up, I don't know, just like bruised. I don't even know how to, it's so like, it's surreal. There's no words to even either. It's so freaking crazy, this whole journey crap thing. It's so freaking crazy that you can't even explain it in words. There's no words. Any words that I try to put on it they fall short. Any kind of words that I try to put on it fall short. That you cannot explain this journey in words. I've tried. There are no words. So whoever's on the journey knows what I'm talking about. And whoever isn't on the journey can't understand it no matter what. Okay, well, I'm going to go ahead and end this here. I don't know if there's really anything of value in this freaking video, except for me kind of crabbing about this whole thing. So I appreciate watching. Thanks.